My nigga.
That's right.
We're live, the home of the Miami Heat, American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. For the Miami Heat, they won their last contest, that game against the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, and some nights, you know, the starters carry the load, and then there's others when it's about the bench. That night, the bench won out.
Well, they came to play for sure, and it took the pressure off that starting unit, which is exactly what you're hoping they would do.
You're seeing some guys who were role players last year, Doris, now stepping up in their games individually and becoming more prominent.
Well, I think that has to do with two things. First, the off-season work you put in. It's really advanced at this point. And what that work that you put in the off-season does is it raises your confidence level. And when you step between the lines, you better believe you can contribute. So it's skill development, it's strength, it's conditioning, it's nutrition. There's so many things that go into a role player starting to become more assertive and more involved.
And now Washington's starting group. All at point with Beal to his side. They're the deadly backcourt pair. Howard is out there with Mirza Teletovic. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Howard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And like Shaq in the past, it takes a ton to stop Howard on these shots. Simply bodying him sometimes isn't enough.
Now here's Johnson. Passes it to Dragic. Lets it go with the 3. No good that time. And it's Washington the other way. Last time they met was in Washington.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Pass to Waiters. Great D that time from Beal.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
The Heat have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. That's tipped. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
When the Washington Wizards are healthy, you know that their game is to get out and transition. But you think back to a year ago, they lost John Wall for half of those games. So that really took its toll on their transition ability.
The first one falls. And talking about the effect of Wall's absence last year, Doris, it also hurt their ability to create turnovers.
Well, the two go hand in hand, Kevin, because steals obviously lead to transition opportunities. And John Wall, of course, one of the very best in the league at turning you over and then going to the other end to get an easy one.
And Goran Dragic drops them both.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Wall, that's good. And so Howard with the assist. Wall's got his first bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, that play was not as easy as he made it look. A moving target, it has to be perfectly placed, really pretty.
Now here's Richardson. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Whiteside finds Dragic. 4 on the clock. Over Green. Dragic gets the bucket.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
Wizards have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Beal. Here's Green. He's guarded by Waiter. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist from Beal.
Listen, this guy's got the green light at any time, but Beal with the nice look to set up the open shot.
Dragic the pass to Waiters. And Dragic has it in the corner. Offensive rebound. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Wall looking it over. And Beal kicks to Green. Over Johnson. Green, no luck.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Johnson against Teletovic. Johnson, the pass to Dragic. Now here's Johnson. Not a lot of room. Waiters inside the three-point line. Here's Whiteside. Makes it off the glass.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here's Beal. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Magic in Orlando. And the shot goes in. Miami's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Dragic finds Whiteside. Over to Teletovic. Whiteside, no good.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Beal, the pass to Wall. Now Howard. The dish to Beal. No good with the triple. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Miami. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
Well, I agree, because I don't think anything's coming easy for them tonight. They know it's almost impossible to score in bunches against this team. You've got to grind it out.
And that one falls for Johnson. Wizards trailed by 3. And Wall kicks to Beal. Now the pass to Green. Over Richardson. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. And Miami shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Dragic finds Whiteside. The kick out to Dragic. For 3, Richardson knocks down the 3-ball.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Outside, Beal. Fires the 3, sinks the triple. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
They get it back. Green against Richardson. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Rebounded by Howard.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Green dishes the Wall. Beal taking his time here. He kicks to Green. Over Johnson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Miami's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. A different look for Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Johnson. Winslow comes in for Richardson. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Dion Waiters. And then for Washington, Markieff Morris comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Green. Dragic the pass to Winslow. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Heat with some changes. Olynyk comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Then for the Wizards, Rivers, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Satoransky subbed in for John Wall. Here's Adebayo. Now here's Johnson. Three-pointer, 5 on the clock. Morris with the rebound.
You see, Markieff Morris to me is a guy I want on my team. He came into the league as a tremendous mid-range shooter, but he understands today's NBA, you need the three-point ball as part of your arsenal, and he's worked to get it. You know he's going to rebound, he's going to defend at a high level. I love Markieff Morris.
A shot by Johnson, no good. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Porter kicks to Satoransky. Shot from 12, and the jumper falls for him. Satoransky's got his first 2 points of the night. You're talking about Morris. You need guys on the roster who complement everyone, yet give you consistent production.
Maybe the best attribute of Markieff Morris is the edge he plays with, because when he's engaged, he can give you a level of physicality that's crucial in today's NBA. There's a tough guy attitude that he wears on his sleeve, and I love it.
So for the Wizards, their last game, a win against the Magic.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
The other thing it does, Greg, it opens up the floor, right? The other team had zero answer for their outside shooting in that one.
That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Here's Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And the Heat lead by 1.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Satoransky, the pass to Rivers. With the shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Miami. Down the step back Jay. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Rivers. 9 points last game. Here's Howard. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easily.
Passes it to Wade. Over Rivers, and it's Miami with another.
And another lead change. The fans are really getting their money's worth here tonight.
Well, this is what they pay to see, right? Competitive, close games are simply the best to be involved in.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Dwight Howard. Here's Porter, and it's Miami with the rebound. Got a piece of it, and out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. In the third position, the Wizards.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Now, here's Porter. He had 10 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collecting huge amounts of rebounds.
Here's Olynyk. Up and in on the layup. Olynyk's got his first bucket of the night.
I think excellent touch from the post, and you get the sense they trust Olynyk here. Fantastic at utilizing his size.
Outside Porter. Wizards passing it around. Morris kicks to Satoransky. Just 5 on the clock. Over Johnson. The shot by Satoransky, no good. The Heat with the lead. There's Winslow. The three-pointer, no good. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
Johnson finds Wade. Over Rivers. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Dwayne Wade. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. Now here's Rivers. Ellington defending. And here's Rivers. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Tipped away and stolen by Ellington. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Heat out front, leading by a point. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. The Wizards with a bad habit of playing down to the level of competition. Bradley Beal says it has got to change.
I think our biggest problem was not respecting our opponents, thinking it was going to be easy. We have to realize that everybody in this league is a pro. Everybody's capable of winning. Everybody's capable of scoring. And it's tough to win in this league. So it's important each and every night that we come out with the focus and mentality that, yeah, we're a good team, but we still have to produce on the floor.
Well, the Wizards are a team with a lot of confidence, Greg, but you have to watch out for overconfidence.
Like he said, it's about respecting your opponent and bringing maximum level effort every time.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
I don't think the defense has been very good, and right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second chance opportunities.
So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Otto Porter Jr. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Rivers. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Now here's Oubre. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. Here's Magruder. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Magruder's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Miami. And Satoransky kicks to Morris. Rivers gets a wide open look. Wide open shot is on the money.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
Now here's Ellington. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Magruder passes to Adebayo. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Ahead. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
You're going to have to hit Oubre hard to prevent the bucket, boy. If you don't, he's going to play through it.
Kelly Oubre is an X factor for the Wizards. Last season, stepping into the 6-man role. Still very young. He could help take them to the next level.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Wall's checked in. Free throw, good, Oubre. And Kelly Oubre taken after 1 year at Kansas with the 15th pick of the 2015 draft.
He came in as a raw prospect, a 5-star recruit in high school, plenty of potential. The Wizards not a lot of salary flexibility, no longer drafting in the lottery. Oubre might be their best shot at improving from within. And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Yeah, he saw he had a huge opportunity to help his team. Score is tight-knit, and he comes through.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, and he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality. And as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader. Kevin?
Good story, DA. Thank you. Now Rivers. After the missed 3 from Goran Dragic. Now Wall. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Shoots over Dragic, and it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Winslow's shot is off. Washington trailing. Outside, Wall. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Guys, think about the first time John Wall registered his first triple-double. Only 4 players in NBA history had registered it in fewer games than he did. Think about these names: Oscar Robertson, Connie Hawkins, Magic Johnson, and Hambone Williams. Incredible.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And when you look at Wall, the speed, the length, the skill, Doris, this is a guy who can carry your team.
And we talk a lot about his physical attributes and how those translate to success, the blinding speed. It's the instincts to me and the competitive streak, though, guys, that makes John Wall very special.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And straight isolation basketball, Doris, something we used to see a lot more of. But for a guy like James Harden or Steph Curry, that's still a very viable option.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if you've got the likes of LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Chris Paul, guys who are able to create their own offense, to me, you want to take advantage of that skill set. It's about what your personnel strengths are. So can you surround a great creator with the shooters necessary? Because if you do, all of a sudden as a defense, there's a price to pay if you're going to help off, right? Because somewhere, some way, the best offensive talent is going to showcase its skill.
Here's Whiteside. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Teletovic finds Beal. It's good. Beal's got 5 now.
Oh, that's a tough finish by Beal, undaunted by the D.
Dragic with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Here is Whiteside. Pass to Ellington. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, G8, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss, and usually with authority.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Richardson, he's checked in for Rodney Magruder. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Wayne Ellington. And a switcher also for Washington. Dwight Howard's checked in for Austin Rivers. Free throw, good, Whiteside. Wizards trailed by 4. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Miami. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record. And of course Washington, 3 spots below.
And right now for Miami, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
Yeah, I think if that next step was coming, it would have happened by now. They can't be worried about could-haves and should-haves. They need to be focused 100% on the push for the playoffs.
And Dwight Howard this past offseason on the move, Greg, once again.
And Howard traded from Charlotte to Brooklyn soon after bought out by Brooklyn, making him a free agent. He's hopped from team to team over the last few years, and you wonder if he'll find a place to finish out his career.
No good on the free throw.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, really be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
And another shot, and it's good on the way in. Howard's got 6.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
They grabbed their own miss. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Jeff Green picks one up. You know, Doris, certain guards just have a knack for scoring in the post. When you think of that list, I'm sure there are a couple right at the top that come to mind.
Yeah, well, who don't you want to deal with in the low post out of the guard position? I'll give you one. Dwayne Wade. If he's on the post with a back-down dribble that he can use to his advantage, turn the lights out. Here's another guy. Sean Livingston. Unbelievable length, plays at his own pace. Both guys are nightmares in the post. Good luck checking either one.
And both free throws good from Whiteside.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Green, no luck.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Now here's Waiters. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Beal. Waiters, no luck.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Beal can't get it to go.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
A different look for Miami. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Johnson. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Goran Dragic. Wizards trail by 7. Now here's Wall. Kicks it to Howard. Back to Wall. The 3. Cans it from downtown. Wall's got 6.
It always helps when John Wall is knocking home that triple. The dribble drive ability has always been there. Now look out, the balance in his game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jeff Green on the wing. Richardson covering. Right side, Green. Over Richardson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Washington has possession. Heat knocking down the tray. The kick out to Wall. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
And the basket by Wade.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
In the action, let's look at the numbers for Hassan Whiteside. First in shooting percentage, and of course he's second in the league rebounds per game. His work ethic on the glass, unmatched.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Now here's Howard. He has 6. Beal gets a wide open look. The Wizards with another miss.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
To end the run, that's good. And so Wall with the assist. 8 points for Bradley Beal.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Raiders against Wall. And here is Waiters. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
Green off the left rim and out.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Knocked away. Wall with the steal. Richardson against Green. Outside, Wall goes up from the top of the key, and he gets the jumper to drop. Wall's got 8 points.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
Turn around, Jay. Wade can't hit.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
And the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his 3.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Now, here's Richardson. He's got 9. It's stolen by Wall. A minute 20 left in the first half of basketball. Takes the 13-footer. That one misses. And the Heat going the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Waiters has it in the corner. Back to Wade. Shoots over Beal. And it's Wade. That time on the assist by Waiters. Waiters got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Washington. Trailing by 10. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. They get it again. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Howard's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
Passed away. Beal with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Green taking his time here. Puts up a 3. Waiters grabs the miss. The Heat leading by 8. From 12 feet out. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Well, that in-between game, right? How many years has Dwayne Wade had a feel and a knack for how and when to make that shot?
Right side, Beal. 3-pointer. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And that concludes the first half. Heat lead by 10. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Dwayne, you guys have been pedal to the metal in transition. Looks like you're having fun out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of up and back. Close out the paint, close out the three-point shooter, get the ball out, go. So, these are one of those games that you enjoy to play.
All right, Dwayne, keep having fun in the second half. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello! You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here at this beautiful table. This is a beautiful table.
What is this, oak?
It is. It's, I think it's teak.
Oh, teak.
There's Shaq. There's Kenny.
Polished oak.
Teak. It's very nice. It's very nice.
You mean antique?
No, it's just teak.
Teak.
I have an antique.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. Their play in the second quarter was inspired as they turned what had been a tight contest into a 10-point ball game by the time we reached halftime. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Well, they're out in front tonight because of their offensive rebounding. Those second chance buckets came into play in a big way. Those are effort points, momentum builders, salvaging points off the scrap heap. You never heard me say scrap heap before, Ernie. I don't even know what it means. It just sounded good.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
Well, the way I see it, they're losing this game because they're being out-rebounded. You can't give up this kind of differential and expect to remain competitive. So what do? You commit more guys to the glass, guards included. You make it a priority that if you do ultimately lose this game, it's not because you didn't rebound.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Welcome back. American Airlines Arena, visible on the far right of your screen in that overhead shot of downtown Miami. And now the third quarter about to get going. T-Wayne really playing well in this one.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really few forced shots here so far.
I think, Greg, we're seeing a couple of things. Terrific play calling, unselfish nature, and quality shooting. That makes for good offense.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Wizards trail by 10. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Richardson in at the 3. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, and Superman taking flight for the lob finish.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Whiteside. Dishes it to Dragic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. It's Richardson on the wing, guarded by Green. Richardson dishes to Whiteside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Dragic.
Now, believe it or not, defense might be John Wall's strong suit. When he's locked in, he can be stifling.
He feeds it to Green. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's his first trip to the line.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
The first free throw is good.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Both good from the line that time.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Here's Dragic. Good on the 13-footer. Dragic has got his second basket of the night.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
And Wall kicks to Beal. The pass to Green. To the inside. Howard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 12 points for Dwight Howard.
And when Howard gets it going, watch out. It's scary to see him dominate like this.
Fires from 14. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018. A top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court. That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Waiters with the ball. Now Beal defending. Waiters passes to Johnson. Over Wall. Rebound, Washington. Howard's. And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Johnson can't hit. Here's Washington. They're on a 10-2 run here. Wall wide open. Connects from three-point range. Wall's got 11.
I think that pull-up jumper is a shot the defense will concede to John Wall. They think you can't take away everything.
It's Richardson on the wing. He kicks it to Whiteside. Rebound, Washington. Here's Washington now. This run now up to 13-2. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, a lot of Wall's passes end up on the highlight reel. He just makes it so easy for his guys to catch and finish.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. John Wall, probably as pure a point guard as you're going to find in the NBA.
And go back to what his college coach told John Wall at the start of his NBA career. Your speed is lethal, and he has become a master at manipulating that speed and turning it into great shots for himself or great shots for his teammates. And what I appreciate perhaps more than anything else about John Wall, aside from his competitive streak, is his commitment to make himself a better shooter, because it's been integral to his success.
McGruder's checked in for the Heat. Ellington comes in for Dion Waiters. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Satoransky's checked in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And it's in there.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Passes it to Teletovic. Howard against Whiteside. The kick out to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. High arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. Wall's got the lead up to 3 now for Washington.
That teardrop, right? Such a valuable tool for point guards. Able to get it off in the lane was John Wall.
Johnson finds Ellington. Satoransky grabs the miss, and the Wizards with possession. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Pass to Green. Pass to Teletovic. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Got it. Good job in the low post. Howard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Tries from 10. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
I'll tell you, that's really clever because it's not easy to get that mid-range off over a guy who's got a size advantage. He made it look easy.
For Washington, they had missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4-7 from the foul line tonight.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
That's good from Wall.
I think you can make a very strong case that John Wall has been underrated throughout his career. This guy is a multi-talented point guard who prides himself on leading his guys.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Morris comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Mirza Teletovic. And so John Wall nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Here's Dragic from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Dragic has got 5 points now this quarter. Ball against Dragic. Left side, Wall. Over in the corner, Green. Over Johnson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Here's Dragic from outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Washington. Outside, Wall. And again, Washington, no good. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Now, here's Ellington. He's covered closely. All alone. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
On the wing, Johnson. Over Green. Johnson can't get it to go. The Wizards with the lead. Here's Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Well, not too slim to mix it up inside. Nice work by Porter.
And the Heat call time here. Well, you look at some of the analytics, and the best-rated player on the Wizards might surprise you. None other than one Otto Porter Jr.
And he's really become an impact player at both ends of the floor. One of the glue guys on this squad. He just impacts the game in so many ways, and sometimes it escapes unnoticed.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And then for Washington, Oubre comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Rivers in for John Wall. Johnson against Satoransky. Here's Olynyk. That shot, no good. Wizards leading by 3. Poked away. Morris kicks to Rivers. The pass to Satoransky. Back to Rivers. Now here's Porter. Wade is covering. Porter, no luck. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Satoransky against Johnson. Now Winslow. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Olynyk. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
Johnson against Satoransky. Off target with his three. The Heat have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Got that bucket in no time at all. Johnson's got his second basket.
And every time you think one team's got something going, the other seems to respond.
Rivers kicks to Morris. Passes it to Satoransky. Oubre dishes to Rivers. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with this development as a long-range shooter. Gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
The free throw drops for Rivers. That one is no good.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Winslow kicks to Wade. Johnson outside. Here's Olynyk, and it's Miami with another.
Well, a nice effective mid-range game by Kelly Olynyk. Just a gorgeous release.
Rivers against Wade. Now here's Rivers. D right on him. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Rivers has got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Johnson with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Inside, Adebayo, and he comes up with the deuce. And the Heat lead by 2.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Rivers. He has 7. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his first foul. Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. Here's Wade. He's got 10. A fadeaway. Not enough on that one as it misses. Washington's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. Tries a three off the inbound, and Rivers with the basket on the assist by Morris. That's 10 points for Austin Rivers. Miami trailing. Johnson kicks to Waiters. Pass to Wade. Over Porter. Miami no good on that time either. Washington's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Beal against Waiters. Pass to Rivers. Shot clock at 5. The 3. They get the rebound. Porter looking it over. 4 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. And now a 4-point Washington lead.
Well, shooters are necessary to win in this league, and Porter can provide that kind of floor spacing.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the Heat. And a switcher also for Washington. Howard's checked in for Satoransky. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside Porter. 6 on the shot clock. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Washington out in front, leading by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Beal and Porter, the talented wing set. Inside, we've got Morris and Howard. And it's Rivers in at the 1 spot.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw, good. Waiters. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Washington leading now by 3. Outside Porter. Back to Rivers. Winslow against Morris. Outside Porter. For 3. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got his 6th rebound on the night. Johnson, the pass to Adebayo. Waiters gets a wide open look. It's good. This game is all even.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Rivers kicks to Beal. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Winslow. He dishes it to Waiters. Knocks it loose. 4-on-3 break. Here's Porter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Monday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
First free throw is good. Every team looking for long limb guys in the wing, Doris. Otto Porter is ascending up that list.
Yeah, Otto Porter is a guy who can do a little bit of everything. He can rebound, he can defend multiple positions, he's got the length to create turnovers, and of course that big-time range gives you a lot of spacing on the offensive end of the floor.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Dragic. Waiters up top, kicks to Johnson. In the corner, it's Richardson. Waiters outside. Tries again. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. The lead is 2. And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. A shot by Johnson, no good. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rivers. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rivers has got the lead up to 5 now for the Wizards.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Johnson with the block, and they'll keep possession. Heat have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Floats one up, and Dragic puts it in. Dragic has got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Rivers finds Beal. Porter with it. Back to Beal. Looking to get back on track here. Basket counts. Beal's got the lead back up to 7 now for Washington.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
The pass to Adebayo. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Clock at 6. Johnson, that's for 2, and there's another one for the Heat.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Rivers kicks to Beal. And again, Washington with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Waiters on the wing. He's covered by Beal. Here's Dragic. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
It's Beal on the wing. No one near Teletovic as he lets it go. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly. The defense starting to look helpless at this point.
And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up. So Richardson will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr. Whiteside's checked in for Adebayo. John Wall's checked in for Washington.
One shot.
And Washington has possession. He kicks it to Howard. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Dragic. Nice D from Wall. Washington leading now by 6. Down low. And there's Porter on the assist from Beal. Beal's got his 5th assist in this one.
Stretching out to finish past the defender. Porter scores inside and out.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Wall dishes to Beal. Outside, Porter shoots the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now, here's Richardson. And here is Waiters. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D from Howard. Beal against Waiters. Beal the pass to Wall. Back to Beal. 6 to shoot. Porter kicks to Wall. Over Dragic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now an 11-point Wizards lead.
And one of the stories of the second has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Now a timeout called by Miami. One of the stories here, Dwight Howard getting it done today.
He's flat giving it to him right now, and this timeout is critical if they're going to stop his momentum. I think you've got to make some major defensive adjustments.
And our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Erik Spoelstra address the team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
You know, whenever Beal gets a little breathing room, he just knows how to make the defense pay.
Fires from 14. Yep, that one goes. And that's 11 points for Hassan Whiteside.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Ball against Dragic. Beal finds Porter. Passes it to Wall. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Heat.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Richardson, and he banks in the layup. Richardson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Teletovic, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's foul number 2 for him. And Teletovic kicks to Porter over Richardson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Porter's got 14 points now in the second half. The Heat trail by 9. Pass to Wade. There's the dish to Whiteside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Doris, you think of all the highlight reel plays we get to see up close. We're so lucky. We feel the same way every time we sit courtside and watch one of these games. One of the most enjoyable parts about it, seeing the reactions of the guys on the bench.
They're just losing it, Kevin. They're falling down or they're bumping into each other, and then seeing the opposing bench trying to keep that poker face. They know they're not supposed to react, but sometimes the play is just so good you can't help it.
And we get out of our seats, don't we? I mean, just like the players do. We get out of our seats.
Oh, no doubt. I'll stand up, wave my hands in the air. Are you kidding?
That one misses. Washington leading now by 8. Porter in the corner. That's tipped. Wade surveying the D. Pass to Johnson, and here's Dragic. And here's Richardson outside. That shot, no good. And Washington the other way now. Lobbed up there for Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
This guy is consistently finding his teammates in their best spots to score. John Wall showing terrific passing ability.
Rockets the pass to Whiteside. And here's Richardson outside, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. And that'll be his third foul so far. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Inside, here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
Boy, great bounce to his game. Bradley Beal, a big-time athlete.
Dragic against Wall. Shot from 12. No good from Dragic. And it's Wall with the ball for Washington. 1:46 left in the fourth. Wade against Beal. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And he's able to get it back. The Heat trail by 12. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Over Porter. And again, it's the Heat missing.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Outside, Wall. Beal against Wade. Teletovic in the corner. Outside, Porter. Over Richardson. And that one's good by Porter. And the Wizards lead by 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Washington.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Dwight Howard.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Beal. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. John, this team goes as you and Bradley go. What is it like having him with you out there?
Well, we just enjoy playing with each other. He makes things easy for me, pushing the ball in the fast breaks and having the opportunity to find him, and also getting open shots for myself. And he's helped me want to be consistent with my jump shot and making shots and trusting my energy and stuff.
You guys are growing together, John. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Benji